Good day everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about the EMF method of finding voltage regulation in a three-phase alternator. I am Surya from EEE Department, Tyagarajar College of Engineering. EMF method is used to predetermine the voltage regulation of an alternator. Mostly this method is used in non-salient pole type alternators. In these type of alternators, the flux distribution in air gap is uniform. This method is also known as synchronous impedance method. This is the formula for induced EMF in EMF method. Here E is the induced EMF in the alternator, V is the terminal voltage, phi is the power factor angle, Re is the effective resistance of the stator circuit, Xs is the synchronous impedance. After we have found induced EMF, we will be finding the voltage regulation by this formula E0 minus V by V into 100%. To predetermine the voltage regulation with EMF method, we require two parameters. First one is effective resistance, second one is synchronous reactance. Effective resistance can be found by using voltmeter ammeter method. Synchronous reactance can be found by performing open circuit and short circuit tests. This is the formula for synchronous reactance. Zs, which is synchronous impedance, is found by performing open circuit and short circuit tests. Re is the effective resistance, which we have found earlier by the voltmeter ammeter method. Now let us see the open circuit and short circuit tests, and let us discuss how to perform those tests. Now I will be demonstrating how to perform open circuit test on three-phase alternator in this virtual laboratory. This is the circuit diagram of this experiment. Open circuit test on three-phase alternator. The ratings of the prime mover as well as the alternator are given here. The rated speed of the alternator is 1500 rpm. Rated voltage is 415 volt and it has 4 poles. It clearly indicates that this alternator is a non-salient pole alternator. Non-salient pole alternators have higher speeds and they have lesser number of poles. They have a larger axial length and smaller diameter. This is the prime mover of this experiment, DC shunt motor. This is the supply of the DC shunt motor. This is the rheostat which is used to adjust the voltage given to the DC shunt motor. It is used instead of a starter to limit the starting current of the DC shunt motor. This DC shunt motor is mechanically coupled with the alternator. This is a three-phase alternator whose winding is connected in delta. R, Y, B are the three-phase terminals and X, X, X indicates the field winding of the alternator. This is a tachometer. This is used to measure the speed of the rotor in RPM. The alternator terminals are open circuited and a moving iron voltmeter is connected across two lines to measure the line voltage of the alternator. This is the field system. This is the DC supply to the field system. This field system will produce a constant magnetic field which is rotating in the rotor of the alternator. This is the field rheostat. By adjusting the field rheostat, we can increase or decrease the field current. We have used moving coil ammeters and voltmeters to measure the DC current and DC voltages respectively, while in this alternator side we have used moving iron voltmeter to measure AC voltage. Before going to the experiment, let us discuss the precautions. Before starting the experiment, the DPST switches are open. Make sure the field rheostat of alternator is at maximum resistance position. Make sure the starter is at initial position. Since there is no starter here, we are using a rheostat. This rheostat should be at maximum resistance position. Also make sure that the alternator, no load is connected to the alternator. Now let us get into the experiment. Close the DPST switch so as to give supply to the DC shunt motor, which is the prime mover. Now gradually adjust this rheostat such that till the alternator reaches its rated speed. The rated speed of the alternator is 1500 RPM. As I increase the DC voltage across DC shunt motor, the field current of the DC shunt motor also increases. Now the rated speed of the alternator is reached. The voltmeter measures 27 volt. This is due to the residual magnetism present in the alternator. Close the DPST switch so as to give supply to the field system of the alternator. To perform OC test, open circuit test, we have to plot the phase voltage of alternator versus the field current of the alternator. To do so, we have to gradually increase the field current and note down the alternator phase voltage. So let us start storing this data. Gradually increase the field current of the alternator and note down the readings. You have to note down the field current and the open circuit alternator voltage. To plot the graph, we need 10 to 15 readings. Repeat the same procedure till the rated voltage of the alternator is reached. The rated voltage of this alternator is 415 volt. It is the line voltage. Now we have reached the rated voltage of the alternator. Let us see the data we have stored. With this data, we can plot a graph for field current of the alternator versus the phase voltage of the alternator. IFA versus VOC. This is the open circuit characteristic of this alternator. Now I will be demonstrating how to perform short circuit test on 3-phase alternator in this virtual laboratory. This is the circuit diagram for short circuit test on 3-phase alternator. The circuit connections are all same, but there is only one difference. In open circuit test, all the stator terminals are open circuited and an moving iron voltmeter is connected to measure the line voltage of the alternator. But in short circuit test, all the stator terminals are short circuited and an moving iron ammeter is connected to measure the short circuit current. Before going to the experiment, let us discuss the precautions. Make sure the DPST switches are open. Make sure the field rheostat is at maximum resistance position. Make sure the starter is at initial position. Here we don't have a starter, so make sure the rheostat connected to the DC shunt motor is at maximum resistance position. The ratings of the alternator and prime mover are all same as in open circuit test. Now let us begin with the experiment. Close the DPST switch to give supply to the prime mover, that is DC shunt motor. Gradually increase the voltage across the DC shunt motor till the alternator reaches its rated speed. The rated speed of the alternator is 1500 RPM. Now the alternator is running at its rated speed. Now close the DPST switch of the field excitation system and give supply to the field. Now gradually adjust the rheostat until rated current of alternator is circulated in the short circuited terminals. The rated current of this alternator is 4.2 ampere. Now the rated current is rated field current, rated alternator current is circulating in the short circuit terminals. Now note down the field current and as well as note down the short circuit current. For short circuit test, you have to take only one reading. Just now we have seen how to perform open circuit and short circuit tests on a three-phase alternator. Now let us see how we can predetermine the voltage regulation with the help of open circuit and short circuit characteristics. This is the open circuit characteristic, which is a plot between field current and phase voltage, and this is the short circuit characteristic, which is a plot between field current and stator current. Draw a perpendicular line from x-axis at a value of rated field current. This is the rated field current. This segment is the induced EMF at rated field current, and this segment indicates the short circuit current which is circulated at rated field current. Note down these values. From these values we can determine the synchronous impedance. After calculating the synchronous impedance, we can calculate the induced EMF. After calculating the induced EMF, we can use it directly in the voltage regulation formula, E naught minus V by V into 100%. This is the EMF method. Thank you.